You have a particular region that you're. Wow, Virginia, tough. And they lost their sixth man now, too, which is the problem.
I know, yeah.
Villanova's got Purdue. Virginia has to deal with Arizona, Kentucky, and then maybe down the road. We all know they're a 2-seed at Cincinnati. North Carolina, Xavier, and Duke, Kansas. And with Michigan State as a 3. Which one is the toughest bracket?
Virginia's. I really think that's the toughest. And, I wasn't a believer in Virginia. I followed them. I don't do the ACC on television, so I wasn't watching them, doing their games personally and so on. And watching them and say, okay. But my skepticism turned into belief, man. They have proven it.
Well, they score enough in a big game.
Yeah, here's the thing, okay? You won't, right? Okay? Whoever they're playing with is going to score under what their average is. Guaranteed, okay? So even when they go through these times where they're not scoring because they're deliberate, they go deep into the shot clock, they may not get a good shot at the end because they don't have a lot of good one-on-one players, they still are stopping you at the other end. So when there's a section of the game, a few minutes of the game where they play poorly or miss some shots, you're not gaining on them. And that's why they went. They've only lost 2 games all year, and one of them was a 1-point game.
But they have not had a ton of success in the NCAA. We got to be fair.
2 years ago, their best guy got hurt. They got to be fair. Okay,
39 points last year in an NCAA loss.
Yeah, that's right. Well, his father made it to the Final Four at Wisconsin, averaging about 30 points a game before the shot clock. Remember that, okay? Right. Again, with Michigan State and Florida in that Final Four. So that's in his blood. He was a very good player. He wasn't a slow-down player.
He was in the NBA. And you think he's a great coach. You've told me this a million times. Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
He really, and I'm watching their game against North Carolina in the finals on television, okay, of the ACC tournament. And it's going down to the wire. And it's classic, both schools doing what they do. Carolina's crashing the offensive boards. Joel Berry's making some shots. They're big, they're long, they're athletic, okay? Virginia, plodding, never turning the ball over. Last 2 minutes of the game, Carolina turns the ball over 3 times, and boom, game's over.
All right.
So I'm a believer in them, but I think they have the toughest road of all the teams.
All right, your Final Four here in this last, since I'm not going to get it tomorrow because we'll be on the air when the games start. Give me your Final Four. Have you thought about it enough?
Yeah, I have thought about it, and the thing that I'm a little hung up on Gonzaga because I was out west a lot this year, doing a lot of games out west, and not their games, but watching them. And, they were great last year, right? They won 37 games or something like that last year. Yeah, could easily. Now, they're not quite as good as they were last year, but almost. They lost guys, but they have a lot of experience on their team. Williams is great. The guards are great. They handle the ball.
So Gonzaga,
they play hard.
Gonzaga out of the West bracket.
Yeah, but they're with Virginia, right?
No, they're with Xavier.
Okay, they're with Xavier. I would guess Gonzaga there. Right. I would go Virginia.
Gonzaga.
From their area.
How about the Villanova-Purdue thing?
I love Villanova.
Yeah, he's got it going. That kid Bridges is a hell of a player.
Yeah, the pros love him. And Jalen Brunson, best player in America who can't dunk.
yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Rick
this
Brunson
guy
couldn't dunk either.
Oh, my goodness. And he gets 31 the other night. I think, actually, I saw a highlight of him dunking in a game. Barely. And but he is cerebral and good and all that.
Kansas, Duke, Michigan State, down in the
Michigan
Midwest.
State. Now, I know Michigan State has a tough time with Duke, and they lost to Duke this year. And traditionally, they don't have a good record against Duke. But this is a Duke team. And look, I coached there for 6 years. They're not Garden people,
right.
Okay? And Michigan State leads the country in block shots, leads the country in assists, and are super talented.
So Michigan State, Villanova, Virginia, and Gonzaga. Bob, for the next 2 days, he'll start tomorrow with us at 3 o'clock. We look forward to it. Eddie Erickson and Colin Schmeling, well done. We'll see you on a Thursday here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Adios.